The crypto casino is open again. We've got 60% gains in one day. We've got 200% in one day. We've even got 2 coins that went up 300% in the last 24 hours. Here, look at this. This is S-Croco Emerald, 62% in one day. GCR, Global Currency Reserve, 203%, Centurion CNT 292%, and Canadian CNNC 316%, all in a single day. Now chances are you've never heard of those tokens, and I haven't either. So does it make sense now in aggregate to get a bit more risky to bet on altcoins? How is the altcoin market in general doing? Chances are you have never seen this chart over here. This is the Bitcoin dominance plus the Ethereum dominance. So how much of all of crypto is in Bitcoin and Ethereum? And this chart starts in July 2017. And when this goes down, this is the altcoin rally. This is when there's less capital in Bitcoin and Ethereum. And when this tends to go up, the market is rather cautious and gets to the two main cryptocurrencies. And it's interesting how this is oscillating, right? There's an upper bound at around 82% of all of crypto being in Bitcoin and ETH. And there's a lower bound of 58% of all of crypto being Bitcoin and ETH. So this is when the altcoins are really, really hot. Currently, they tend to rather cool off. So what we see here with those examples of those altcoins really making massive gains, it's not what the market in aggregate is doing. In aggregate, the market continues to shift into Bitcoin and ETH. So when do we actually see an altcoin rally happening? Let's look at this turnaround point, right? This is when Bitcoin and Ethereum became less important and when the altcoins took over. So this turnaround point is on the 10th of January 2021. Let's look at Bitcoin on the 10th of January 2021. It's over here. So Bitcoin at the time went from the Corona crash, where we bottomed at around 5K, all the way to more than 40K. And then Bitcoin simply just went sideways, right? We still had our rallies, but they were nothing compared to the very constant price appreciations we had before, right? The Bitcoin growth somewhat stalled. And when you're zooming out here, right, and you're trying to get a feel, how far could we potentially go? I mean, just take, say, a curved line here, connect those tops to a degree. Then at this point in time, the beginning of January 2021, Bitcoin already looked pretty heated, right? You can draw something similar for the floor. So the risk versus the potential reward wasn't that great. Bitcoin already went up. Bitcoin already was 2x from its prior high. And so that's then when people really get risk on, when the altcoin market in aggregate outperforms Bitcoin. When you're looking for that next best thing. When Bitcoin can't 10x anymore, when it already 10x'd just in the last 12 months, then you're looking to capitalize on that hype with smaller coins. You're looking for where might the gains rotate to. All the money that had been made just with Bitcoin. If it doesn't go into cash, where could the next excitement develop? Currently, we are not in that situation. Bitcoin is far away from its all-time high. Bitcoin is at 30K and it was at 69. So long-term risk to reward doesn't look too bad. And so more money flows into what's perceived as the safe cryptos. There's no real hype in crypto land. And so in aggregate, the altcoins as a whole, they are now underperforming Bitcoin and Ethereum. And it is a pretty constant trend. It's a very constant trend that started already before beginning of this year. And Bitcoin is up already 80% year to date. The altcoins cannot profit from this positive performance. The altcoins are not a lever on Bitcoin, right? That's normally the idea. When crypto is going up, then the altcoins should go up more, but that's not what's happening since November of last year. Bitcoin and ETH did better than the rest of the market by 23%, even though we do have bullish times. There's no inherent leverage that we can benefit from by taking on more risk. We should rather do the opposite. The altcoins in aggregate now underperform, and so we should be betting on falling prices. Now, making money with falling prices is actually easier than making money from rising prices. And that's because of the return distribution in crypto. Very few altcoins outperform Bitcoin and Ethereum. The vast majority has very poor tokenomics. It has expanding token supply. It doesn't have enough people jumping onto the project. It has a lot of potential competition, and that makes most altcoins underperform. So it is easier to bet on falling prices of the poorest altcoins than it is to find the needle in the haystack, to find the one altcoin that might do better than Bitcoin. If you just select a random altcoin out of the top 100, chances are that you're going to do worse than Bitcoin. The chances are probably above 80%. So it's easier to generate alpha on top of just holding Bitcoin by betting on falling prices of poor performers. And the first time where I did this very publicly on the YouTube channel was with the Pancake Swap token. So this is the chart, Cake relative to BNB. It really crashed. And we totally anticipated this crash more than 50% because of the unlock of the staking program of Cake. Now you don't have to trust me, simply just look at the history in Premium here with the keyword Cake. We talked about this all the time, starting even from the 3rd of January 2023. So this was over here. And so this is how I handle my videos. I never delete any premium video. I never delete any YouTube video. You can track back what I've said in the past and simply look at how this ages. And I'm for sure not right all the time, but since statistics are in our favor when we bet on falling prices, I am more often right than wrong when it comes to shorting altcoins. Now here's another example. This is Filecoin. This is falling relative to Bitcoin. It's still an open position. Then we've got Optimism. I have talked about this Optimism short already on YouTube, and I still keep that open. I don't think that as to date, which is the 5th of June 2023, that the team and the early backers have already sold. Most of the price depreciation we see so far is probably from short speculative money such as us. There's also other very profit-making positions. This one, for example, I'm not going to disclose this openly now. This is part of Premium. Here's another one that we expect to very soon go further down. Again, part of Premium. And so that's why the relatively high price of $75 per month is worth it. There is real alpha, real outperformance in the Premium membership. If you've got $5,000 that you're willing to dedicate to crypto investments, then I'm very sure that the money that you spend on Premium will more than make up for it. The crypto market is simply that inefficient. It's way easier to beat crypto than it is, for example, the stock market, where there's now so many professional investors already in it. But I do understand how spending $75 on a monthly subscription might feel somewhat daunting at the beginning. But I did see how most people simply stay subscribed for the long term because of all of those opportunities. And so here comes the deal. If you are unhappy with the content that comes with Premium, if you are dissatisfied, then I will refund you 100% if you message me in the first week. So you sign up, you watch all the videos, you download all the content you want, you check out the Telegram channels, etc. And if after 1 week you don't feel like you get adequate value out of this, then message me in Telegram or email me and you get all your money back. I will simply just refund you within Stripe. I'm that certain that it's really worth it. So there's really no downside for you. There's only upside for trying it out. I really wouldn't know a reason why you wouldn't just give it a shot. So looking forward to see you on Premium. Looking forward to see you in the Premium chats, in the Premium Telegrams. We discuss various opportunities over here. And of course, thanks for watching this video. Bye-bye.